So in this video, we're focusing on complementary and supplementary angles again, but from a word problem perspective. Now, these aren't huge word problems. They're basically just two sentences put together, but it's not going to be from a picture form this time, so you really need to remember what these terms mean, complementary and supplementary. All right, I'm going to do a couple and let you try a couple up here. So let's start off looking at number 7. It says, for number 7, angles A and B are complementary. So remember, that means the sum of them equals 90. It says angle A is x minus 8. Angle B is x plus 6. So we got to find out three things here. We got to find out what x equals, what A equals, and what B equals. In other words, angle A and angle B. All right, let's set this up here. So when I set this up, I'm going to do angle A plus angle B equals 90. So I got x minus 8 plus x plus 6. And that's all going to equal 90. So once again, the first angle plus the second angle equals 90. Now, everybody kind of does different. We've been doing equations for a while now, y'all. So some people have different steps than others. What I have done in the past, when I have to combine like terms and I have subtraction popped in there, I like to take the time to make that minus positive plus a negative. So for my next line, I'll write it as 8. I'm sorry, I'll write it as plus negative 8. So minus 8 becomes plus negative 8. And then plus. Everything else stays the same. I just write everything else down. Now, you don't have to do this step, but I like to do that because sometimes people will basically look at this first piece and say, okay, x plus x is 2x, which is good. Then they'll bring the minus sign down and say 8 plus 6 is 14. That's not what you're doing here. So I think by changing that minus positive to plus a negative, getting addition signs between each one of your terms, you can correctly see how to solve the combining like terms piece of this. So over here, x plus x is 2x. Bring the plus sign down. And then negative 8 and positive 6 gives me negative 2. So notice it's not 14 in here. It's a common mistake I see. Now I'm done combining terms, so now I go back and I switch this back from plus and negative into minus and positive again, so I can start my equation steps. Okay. Like I said, these were kind of optional steps I did up here. Some of you may be able to look at this first piece and go straight to this piece down here, which is great. But those of you that may be kind of wondering where I got minus 2 from, these steps kind of explain that. All right, so from here, start your equation steps. So over here, do plus 2. This opposite subtracting 2. You get 2x equals 92, because this cancels. And now from here, finish it off by doing the opposite of multiplying by 2, which is dividing by 2. So one side with the other side. And here you see x is going to equal, when you divide 92 by 2, you will get 46. Alright, so pop that up here. So that's the first thing it's asking, what x equals. It's important that you get that right, because if you get that wrong, it's really going to hurt you to try to get angle A and angle B. You have to have the right thing to plug in for angles A and angles B. Alright, let's find out what angle A is first. So it says x minus 8. I'm going to write that down. So basically you're taking out the x and plugging in 46. So now you're going to get 46 minus 8 to find out what angle A is going to be. So when you do 46 minus 8, you're left with 38 degrees. And the final piece of this problem, it tells you B is x plus 6. So just like we did over here, we substituted out the x for 46. Do that over here. So take out the x, put in the 46. And when you do that, same thing over here. My final answer down here, so 46 plus 6 equals 52. So I come back over here, put in my 52 degrees. So you see when you work out this problem, you've got your x value, which is one of the answers I wanted. And you plugged it back in and got your angle A and your angle B. Remember, we talked about this before in the past. If they're complementary, you should add them back together and give you 90. So if you add these two back together, it will give you 90. So therefore, that checks out. All right, I'm going to skip over 8, because you're going to try that one on your own in a little bit. I'm going to let you try 9 on your own as well. I'm going to move up to the bottom, which is talking about supplementary angles. Okay, so when we look at supplementary angles here, you're going to do a very similar step to what we just did for number 7, except it's going to be equal to 180 down here. So I'm going to take this first angle, so angle A, and put 5x minus 61, and then plus angle B, which is 2x plus 10, and then set it all equal to 180. Alright? Just like I did in the previous problem, I got combining like terms with some subtraction in there. So I like to go ahead and make this minus positive plus a negative. Remember, this is an optional step, but it helps me get addition signs between each one of the terms, so I can clearly see the value of everything I'm working with. Now from here, 5x plus 2x gives me 7x. I bring my plus sign down. negative 61 and positive 10 would be negative 51 equals 180. Now, plus a negative, same thing as minus a positive, and I've already done all my combining like terms, so I switch this back. Put regular form, in other words, just simplified form. So now I can start my equation step. So opposite of subtracting 51 and adding 51. Put one side up to the other side. So we get this piece canceling. We got 7x coming down. Over here I get 231 when I add these two pieces together. And I would come back in here and do the opposite of multiplying by 7, which is dividing by 7. Put one side over the other side. So x's value for this problem, towards my paper, is 33. So that's one of my answers here. Pop in a 33. Alright. Plug and play for A and B now. So basically what we're doing is plugging in that 33 for x here. So to get angle A, we have 5x minus 61. You're going to take out the x and plug in 33. So that's saying 5 times x. We're going to say 5 times 33. I'm using the dot for the time. Minus 61. When you do 5 times 33, you'll get 165. Bring down the minus 61. Subtract those two to get 104. So angle A is 104 degrees. And the same type of process to get angle B. You're going to write 2x plus 10. And then take out that x and put in 33. So 2 times 33 plus 10. Alright, order of operations here. So 2 times 33 is 66. Bring down that plus 10. Add those together to get 76. And now from here, we have our three answers for this one. So 33 was x. 104 is angle A. 76 degrees angle B. If we add these back together, it would give us 180. Therefore, you know it's going to check out right because they are supplementary angles. So that's how you would do one of the supplementary angles. Very same strategies. It's just you have a 90 degrees for complementary and a 180 for supplementary. All right. I'm going to scoot this down a little bit, and you're now going to pause the video and take a second and try 8 and 9. All right. Let's see how you did. I've got my answer key over here. Alright, so for number 8, I had 2x minus 17 plus 3x plus 7. I did that optional step again where I made that minus positive plus a negative. Combined my terms. I got 5x and negative 10. So I went ahead and make that plus and negative back to minus and positive here. Did my equation steps by adding 10 and then dividing 5. See that x is going to be 20. Once I got 20 for x, you see what I've done over here. I plugged back in x for 20, so 2 times 20 minus 17 gave me 23. Here, 3 times 20 plus 7 gave me 67. Got those answers over there. Add them back up, that gives you 90 degrees, which is complementary angles, therefore they checked out. Similar setup down here, except we're using 180. So I had x plus 13 plus x plus 15 has to equal 180. Combine like terms, so x plus x was 2x, 13 plus 15 was 28. Start my equation steps, subtract 28 on both sides and divide by 2. And I see x is 78. I'm sorry, 78, 76 there. So I put that in over there. And then take that 76 and plug it in for x for A and B. So you see I had the 76 plus 13 and 76 plus 15. Got these two numbers down here. So 89 degrees for A, 91 degrees for B. Add them back together would give you 180, which is supplementary angles. So it checks out. So hopefully you're able to master these equations and get your x value as well as your angle A and